Right now, Wisconsin's Department of Health is asking for your input on how to spend millions in opioid settlement money, how you can make your voice heard. Plus, Lake Monona's Waterfront is getting a makeover. We'll take a closer look at the designs and what's next for the project. And 5 former police officers are now facing murder charges for the violent arrest of Tyree Nichols during a traffic stop in Tennessee. You're watching News 3 now at 5. The snow is slowly adding up, and we're not out of the woods just yet. Over the next few days, southern Wisconsin will be hit with more winter weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is tracking the storm. He's on the weather patio with our certified most accurate forecast. Gary?
Eric, so far the snow has come in little bunches. A little bit yesterday, a little bit today. We'll get a little bit more tomorrow, but Saturday we'll see a little bit more than that. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. We actually will probably see a little bit of clearing tonight. You can see that just west of La Crosse. The skies are actually starting to clear out for a little bit, but the clouds will come right back in. And on Doppler track, there's a band of snow just moving into western Minnesota out of the eastern Dakotas, and that's what we're watching for our next burst of snow for tomorrow. Today's snow showers and flurries have moved off to the east, now really affecting only the Milwaukee and Racine and Kenosha areas. Current temperatures are mainly in the 20s, but notice where the skies are clearing, those temperatures drop off pretty quickly into the teens, and that will happen later on this evening. But right now, Dane County seeing temperatures pretty much in the middle 20s, 27 in Sauk City, 26 in Middleton, 26 in McFarland, and 25 degrees in Deerfield. Otherwise, look for mostly cloudy skies this evening with some breaks in the overcast. Temperatures will drop into the upper teens by 10 p.m., but we do have an alert day in the forecast for accumulating snow for Saturday and Saturday night. I'll tell you how much we can expect and when it'll arrive in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Looking at the 511 map, all of the roads in and around Madison are pretty clear. Highway 73 near Hillside Rockdale, still a bit slippery, so drive carefully if you're heading that way. And stay up to date on the weather with our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has hourly forecasts, school closings, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free. It's in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather. Constitutional crisis. That is how some people are describing the shortage of prosecutors in Wisconsin. But where do we go from here? Political reporter Will Keneally has more. Will?
So earlier this month, the Dodge County DA resigned, leaving a county of roughly 90,000 without any full-time prosecutors. Now, the state stepped in and hired some part-time retired attorneys to fill that gap for now, but Wisconsin quickly needs a more sustainable solution.
This is something that has been building.
The short staffing of Wisconsin courtrooms hasn't been a recent problem, but is now reaching a critical mass.
The impact on the community is huge. It's for anyone who's a victim of crime, it's devastating.
That's the impact of a lack of Wisconsin prosecutors, an issue that the state is running up against.
So what we've asked our members to do is to call and write and get something in front of their local legislators so that everyone is on board with this.
Public safety, to me, that's the most important thing that government can provide.
State Senator Van Wangard, a Republican from Racine, says he's on board with doing what the legislature can do to keep prosecutors in Wisconsin. Part of that is retention.
So when you lose the experience and you lose that depth in the body, it makes it harder to be efficient and effective.
That can include raising starting salaries for prosecutors. Right now, it's a little more than $27 per hour. If lawmakers do so, that will happen in the state budget, a process that starts this spring. But they can also look for ways to attract and retain prosecutors, like robust state benefits.
Helping make it easier for them to carry credits from one college to another. I mean, there's a whole bunch of areas that we can help to make things smoother for the individual that's looking to get into that field.
But we need the legislature to say, okay, whatever we start with as far as the budget goes, this has to be a priority.
Now, we could see some of those bills come later this session. Now, that Dodge County DA, for example, the one who retired earlier this month, he says that starting salary should be around $70,000. That's roughly a $15,000 increase from where it is now.
Will, thank you. One person was seriously hurt after a shooting in Iowa County. Deputies received a call about a shooting at a home in the town of Wyoming. This was just before 9 last night. One person was arrested. Investigators say it was an isolated incident. The victim was hospitalized and is still in critical condition. It's unclear what led to that shooting. You can follow along as we learn more at channel3000.com. Officials are investigating what caused a house fire in Sun Prairie earlier today. Crews were called to this home on Manley Drive just before 8:30 this morning after someone reported seeing flames. The resident told our photographer he was having his morning coffee when his cat started acting skittish. looked up and saw black smoke coming from his bedroom. The man tried to put out the fire, but when he opened the door, the room was engulfed in flames. The cat ran to the basement, miraculously survived the fire. A neighbor helped rescue a dog from inside that home.
We do have some displaced people, but we're working with the Red Cross and with the canteen to get them taken care of, get them some clothes, because everything in this site here is a complete loss.
The damage has been estimated at $175,000 to one side of that duplex, but we're told the other side is said to still be usable. Take a look at these renderings here. A makeover of Lake Monona's waterfront. One step closer now to becoming reality tonight. 3 design teams are presenting their final plans for a reimagined Monona lakefront in just under an hour at the Madison Central Library. Our Braden Ross is there and has a preview of those designs and what comes next. Braden?
Yeah, these teams have been working on these designs for almost 4 months now, and tonight they're finally sharing with us their final designs, and they're asking for your feedback. The Lake Monona Waterfront Design Challenge is focused on redesigning the lakefront from Olin Park to Law Park. It's aimed at making the lake more accessible, improving water quality, and preserving its history.
For me, it's just exciting to see that each of them have been so creative and beyond what I would have imagined. It's beyond just putting picnic tables down and hoping people show up. But this is really big, and this is really important to Madison.
Starting today, you'll be able to weigh in on the designs in an online survey until it closes on March 23rd. After that, the project's ad hoc committee will make a final recommendation to the Common Council in August. You can find more information on the designs and how to share your opinions with the city online at channel3000.com. The meeting here kicks off at 6. You still have just under an hour to get here.
All right, Braden, thank you. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services is asking for your input on how to spend $8 million in opioid settlement funds. A survey opened on their website today for anyone who wants to offer that feedback. DHS received almost $31 million in funds last year, so that means they'll have to be a little more selective with how they use the money this time around. They say they expect to see more requests for harm reduction methods around the state.
We continue to see an increase in deaths and overdoses around the state. And the number one goal is we need to keep people alive. We need to save lives. And so investing in more harm reduction strategies, supporting people with Narcan, with fentanyl test strips, and with other recovery supports that they need.
The survey will be available on the DHS website until February 17th. 5 former Memphis police officers are now facing murder charges for the violent arrest of Tyree Nichols, who died in the hospital earlier this month, 3 days after a traffic stop. Elise Preston has the latest.
The Shelby County District Attorney announced criminal charges, including second-degree murder, against 5 former Memphis police officers involved in a traffic stop that led to the death of Tyree Nichols.
The actions of all of them resulted in the death of Tyree Nichols, and they are all responsible.
The 5 officers who were fired last week following an internal Memphis Police Department probe surrendered to authorities Thursday.
Let me be clear. What happened here does not at all reflect proper policing. This was wrong. This was criminal.
Authorities plan to make public body camera video of the officer's encounter with the 29-year-old on January 7th. His family saw the video earlier this week.
All I heard my son say was, "What did I do?" Where's the humanity in all of this?
The Memphis police chief issued a statement late Wednesday urging protesters to remain peaceful and saying the department's investigation is ongoing.
This is not just a professional failing. This is a failing of basic humanity toward another individual. This incident was heinous, reckless, and inhumane.
Nichols was a father, FedEx worker, and avid skateboarder. His funeral is planned for next week. Elise Preston, CBS News, Memphis, Tennessee.
The Shelby County District Attorney says the police camera footage will be released tomorrow night. Meanwhile, the FBI and Department of Justice are conducting a separate civil rights investigation. We are learning new details about what led to a 6-year-old shooting his teacher in the state of Virginia. Abigail Werner says she plans to file a lawsuit against the school district for failing to act. Earlier in the day of that shooting, Werner told an administrator the student threatened to beat up another child, but the 6-year-old was not removed from class. Another teacher told an administrator she had searched the child's backpack after suspecting he had a gun, but she found no weapon and was worried that he had put the firearm in his pocket. The administrator reportedly downplayed the possibility. And then later, a third teacher told an administrator a student claimed the suspect had showed him a gun during recess and threatened to shoot him if he told anyone. Again, nothing was done. Attorneys say when a fourth school employee asked to search the boy, he was turned down.
He was told to wait the situation out because the school day was almost over. Let that sink in.
About an hour later, Werner was shot. She has since been discharged from the hospital and continues to recover. A spokesperson for the school declined to comment on the allegations. The school's assistant principal resigned yesterday. The school board recently voted to remove the superintendent from office. An important programming note, CBS is carrying live coverage of the PGA Farmers Insurance Golf Tournament tomorrow afternoon starting at 4 p.m. So that means live at 4, News 3 Now at 5 and 6 will be shifted to our sister station, Television Wisconsin. That's digital channel 3.2 over the air. You can also find those newscasts on Channel 14 on DirecTV and Channel 605 on Charter. And those newscasts will also be streamed at channel3000.com and also our Channel 3000 Plus streaming device. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10, have you ever suddenly seen new online ads that seem tailored to you based on your private conversations and thought, maybe my phone is listening to me? Well, keeping your private conversations private, that's a special report. It's tonight. Join us only on News 3 Now at 10. And next at 5, how you can watch all 10 Best Picture Oscar-nominated movies for just $40. And Southwest Airlines reporting major losses after the holiday travel fiasco. We'll take a closer look at those numbers after the break. And later, 5 Madison chefs have been named semifinalists for the James Beard Award, the Oscars of the food world. Tonight at 6, we'll speak to some about their secret to serving up success. And on Wall Street, after strong economic numbers, the Dow up more than 205 points. The Nasdaq jumps about the same, adding 199. S&P saw a 44-point gain, and we'll be right back.
Ashley's $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late to our warehouse and must be sold. This is your chance to save as much as 85% while it lasts. Plus, get 60 months special financing store-wide, only at Ashley.
Sir Jenian's landfill-free guarantee has kept more than 20 million pounds of commercial and residential carpet and pad from area landfills. Visit Madison's largest showroom of flooring options, including eco-friendly products. Local, sustainable, Sir Jenian's.
Don't miss the new Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 27 through 29 at the Alliant Energy Center. New products and fresh ideas. You'll find everything for your getaway lifestyle at the Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 27 through 29, Alliant Energy Center.
DePaco Credit Union protects your well-being, supports you through life's many surprises. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences. Find new roads. Well-qualified buyers get 2.99% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups or get $1,500 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $3,250 total cash allowance.
Monsters of Destruction is coming, and coming with a vengeance. Monster Trucks, Tough Trucks, Monster Truck Rides, new to Madison, Quad Wars, no rules, all things go race to the finish you don't want to miss. Buckshot, War Wizard, Heavy Hitter, Against the King, and Alcatraz, all ready for 3 massive shows. Every ticket is a pit pass. Come early to meet the drivers. Take a ride, snap a pic with a real monster truck. Don't miss the Monsters of Destruction at the Alliant Energy Center, January 27th, 28th, and 29th. Get your tickets now at monstersofdestruction.com.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late and must be sold. Whirlpool microwaves now just $199. Amana washer and dryer pairs now just $9.99. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
5 local chefs are semifinalists for the Oscars of the food world. We're in their kitchens cooking up some awards. And then we highlight what each design will offer for the Lake Monona Waterfront. How you can get involved in those concepts tonight at 6.
Is your phone listening to your private conversations? I'll take a deep dive to discover who could be listening through your phone and the steps you can take to protect yourself and your privacy.
Keeping your private conversations private. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Southwest Airlines is expecting another major earnings loss on the heels of a major financial hit after the company's holiday travel meltdown. Mike Valerio now with the latest.
Southwest Airlines expecting to face turbulent times, reporting its quarterly earnings are in the red.
We're disappointed to report a Q4 net loss as we were on track to produce a healthy fourth quarter profit prior to December the 21st.
The fourth quarter earnings loss coming after Southwest canceled nearly 17,000 flights during December's holiday season, which the airline estimates will cost them around $800 million and warns the company expects to take another financial hit in the first quarter of 2023, with the effects of the meltdown expected to ripple into the new year.
While I'm not proud of what happened, I am very proud of our people and all that they have done to take care of our customers and their needs.
The U.S. Department of Transportation launched an investigation into the Southwest holiday travel meltdown. The airline says it's focused on making sure it never happens again, responding in a statement saying, "Our systems and processes became stressed while working to recover from multiple days of flight cancellations across 50 airports in the wake of an unprecedented storm. We will continue to cooperate with any inquiry or request from government oversight or elected officials. We're acutely focused on learning from this event, mitigating the risk of a repeat occurrence, and delivering the hospitality and outstanding service our customers expect from us." I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
More snow coming to southern Wisconsin. Gary has your first warn forecast.
Yeah, we put an alert day in the forecast now for Saturday and Saturday night for some, I won't say significant snow accumulations, but several inches of accumulation across much of southern Wisconsin. Looking at about 1 to 5 inches of snow, with the heaviest amounts favoring areas south of Dane County, lighter amounts north of Dane County. And I'll show you the exact totals in just a minute. But at this point, high-resolution radar shows the light snow showers and flurries that we had today heading off to the east, but the next batch of snow that we're watching is already coming into western Minnesota and the eastern Dakotas. This is going to be a fast-moving system, so that will limit the snow, but it'll be accompanied by brisk winds, and there could be some brief blowing snows or even the possibility for some brief snow squalls that could drop visibility as the cold front sweeps southeastward. You can see 6-hour future track radar just before midnight, the snow already approaching the Twin Cities, and by morning it'll be across much of southern Wisconsin. In fact, future track beginning at midnight shows that snow moving pretty rapidly toward the south and east, so that by 6:30, areas west of Madison will probably be seeing a pretty steady snowfall. But by mid-morning, it'll be over much of southern Wisconsin, and shortly after noon, it'll be out into Lake Michigan. So it'll be a fast mover. Now, there could still be a couple of snow showers and flurries here, but the other big thing is that the winds will shift around to the west and increase in speed, and temperatures will drop off as a result. And then just as quickly, by early Saturday morning, here comes the next system. This will be a more general snow across most of southern Wisconsin. By noon, it should be snowing, especially south of the Dells. That area may expand north or south by a county or two, but the heaviest snows will favor areas down north near the Illinois state line, and then by 7 p.m. the snow will be winding down, and I think by midnight we're down to just some flurries if anything's falling from the sky. The snow for tomorrow, probably looking at less than an inch of accumulation most areas, maybe an inch or two up toward Eau Claire and east of the Twin Cities, but the snow on Saturday, a more general snowfall, again, probably about 3 to maybe locally 4 or 5 inches near the Illinois state line, maybe some 6-inch amounts just south of the Illinois state line with lesser amounts. Once you get north of the Dells, maybe less than an inch. But again, this area could shift north or south by maybe a county or two, depending on the exact path of the storm. But we're pretty confident that most of southern Wisconsin is going to get an accumulating snow. And then the cold air comes in right after that. So we go from 32 on Friday to 18 on Saturday. High temperatures only between about 10 and 18 for much of next week. At least by next weekend now, it looks like temperatures will be back closer to normal in the middle 20s. Planning your night, look for a couple of snow showers by morning, low of 18 in Madison, 20 in Lone Rock, 19 in Baraboo, and then across most of southern Wisconsin, a period of some snow showers or flurries tomorrow. It'll be windy with a high temperature of 32. On future track, beginning at 2 a.m., notice how quickly the snow moves in, so that by 6 a.m., it's snowing from, say, Mineral Point and Richland Center back toward the west. By 10 a.m., most of southern Wisconsin is seeing some snow. Temperatures will climb up to around freezing, but then as the snow passes, the winds shift to the west, those temperatures drop off, and then we're looking at cold conditions for Friday night before the snow starts moving back in for Saturday. And again, this will spread over much of southern Wisconsin with temperatures mainly in the teens, and that will give us a fine powdery snow. That moves out Saturday night, and the snowfall amounts for tomorrow, again, less than an inch, but Saturday, 3 to 6 inches south of Madison, 1 to 3 inches from Madison northward. Then the temperatures really drop off. Highs only in the teens for much of next week with lows in the single digits above and below zero. Some flurries toward next weekend, but temperatures will be back closer to normal. As we check out first warn traffic, here's the view of the Beltline at Stoughton Road. Traffic moving pretty steadily in both directions. Not seeing any major issues. Roads seem to be dry. The Beltline, I-39, 90, 94, east side of Madison, no problems there. About a 15 to 16-minute commute either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, 25 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-39, 90, and a quick 16 minutes middled into Sauk City on US 12. Downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue and US 151 takes you 17 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. You want to see all of this year's Oscar-nominated movies? Well, now you can. Marcus Theaters offering a Best Picture passport. You can see all 10 movies for $40. You'll also see the movies nominated for Best Animated and Live Action Short Film.
There is still nothing like watching a movie the way it was meant to be seen. Every filmmaker will tell you they don't make the films to be watched in a little box at home. They want these films to be shown on the big screens with the best sound, the best picture, and the best seats, and also to be seen with family and friends.
Screenings will be offered February 24th through March 12th. Now, if you don't want to see every movie, you can also buy tickets for each one individually, and the winners will be announced during the 95th Academy Awards show, also set for March 12th. Still ahead, even as some brace for recession, the economy showing strong signs of life. The latest numbers and the reaction from Washington next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey, I just got a text from my sister. You remember Rick, her neighbor?
Sure. He's the 76-year-old guy who still runs marathons, right?
Sadly, not anymore.
What? You mean...
Mm-hmm. Just like that.
Wow. So sudden. We're not about to have the we need life insurance conversation again, are we?
No, we're having the we're getting coverage so we don't have to worry about it conversation.
So you're calling about the $9.95 a month plan from Colonial Penn?
I am. We put it off long enough. We are getting that $9.95 plan today.
Is it time for you to call about the $9.95 plan? I'm Jonathan from Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. Sometimes we just need a reminder not to take today for granted. It could be the death of someone you know or a health scare. That's why today could be a great day to call for free information about Colonial Penn's $9.95 plan. If you're age 50 to 85, you can get guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance starting at just $9.95 a month. There are no health questions, so you can't be turned down for any health reason. This is permanent coverage. Just pay your premiums for lifelong security. The $9.95 plan is Colonial Penn's #1 most popular whole life plan. Options start at just $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate can never go up. It's locked in for life. Don't put it off. Take the first easy step. Call today for free information. And you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. So call now.
Call 1-800-290-3399 for your free information and free gift. That's 1-800-290-3399. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-290-3399. 1-800-290-3399. Call now.
Hello, Colonial Penn?
Bob's presents 2023 Furniture Resolutions. Resolution number 7, dream big. Ask what your mattress can do for you. Can it give you Bob's comfort and quality for hundreds less than the national brands? We're talking $5.99, people. Does it boast charcoal gel memory foam perfection, a hybrid inner spring plus foam option, and a 15-year warranty? Is it shipped to you in a convenient box or set up in your home with free mattress removal? Dream big with my Bobapedic Prize mattress. Bob's Discount Furniture. Furniture solutions to your resolutions.
DePaco Credit Union protects your well-being, supports you through life's many surprises. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
President Biden was in Virginia today making the case that his economic policies are working in what sounded like a campaign address. Republicans are hitting back. Nicole D'Antonio has more from Capitol Hill.
President Biden praised his economic policies, pointing out that the U.S. economy grew at a faster pace in the fourth quarter than analysts expected.
I'm not sure, and I mean it sincerely, the news could have been any better.
The president said legislation passed during his first 2 years in office laid the groundwork to bringing the economy out of the pandemic.
Jobs are the highest in American number and the highest in American history. And wages are up. And they're growing faster than inflation.
Biden policies completely cancel out these supposed deficit savings from the massive climate bill.
Republicans say President and congressional Democrats are spending too much money, and they're promising to rein in the spending now that they control the House of Representatives.
Our economy continues to be weighted down with ever larger regulatory burdens. While Americans grapple with 40-year high inflation due to the Biden administration's failed policies.
They say they intend to block efforts to raise the debt ceiling unless the president agrees to spending cuts.
They're actually threatening to have us default on the American debt, a debt that's been accumulated over 230 years, okay? And the interest on that debt, we've never, ever done that.
Here's the leader of the free world pounding on a table, being irresponsible, saying, no, 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 just raise the limit, make us spend more? No.
President Biden pledged to veto proposed GOP economic bills, including a plan to replace income taxes with a 30% national sales tax. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, the White House.
Most House Republicans, including Speaker McCarthy, say they are opposed to the sales tax plan. However, he did agree to allow a vote on the bill as part of the negotiations to win the House Speaker race. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
It's a foodie's paradise in this month's Madison magazine. Explore our editor's list of restaurants and chefs transforming the local dining scene. Then create an indoor Eden with our Homebody's Guide to Houseplants. Madison magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Want to know right now what the weather will be like tomorrow? Download the First Warn Weather app and you'll get my customized forecast for tonight and tomorrow.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhafels. Right now, Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at just $4.99. Upgrade to a Beauty Rest Black and get your choice of an Apple Watch or Apple AirPods. You'll only pay $49 per month when you use Steinhafels' 72-month financing. So save big and rest easy on your new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhafels. Shop in-store or online today at steinhafels.com.
It starts as a kitchen built for right now and grows with you as life changes. Clearview Cabinetry is flexible by design, so you can go from doors to drawers for storage that works at every stage. And the style is so easy to update, you can do it in a snap, meaning you don't have to remodel your space to make it work even better. Because it's not just a kitchen, it's the center of your universe. Clearview Cabinetry, available exclusively at Menards.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up, but what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
DePaco Credit Union protects your well-being, supports you through life's many surprises. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rose and Roseau Spas, Hot Tubs, and Swim Spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
We've got a lot of news coming up. Have you heard or maybe tried of buy now, pay later for online shopping? Well, the trend exploded during the pandemic, but why it's pushing thousands of people in debt. Our story tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Let's go to Gary. One final check of the forecast.
And a few snow showers or flurries today. The next batch of snow just moving into western Minnesota. That'll zip southeastern and be here by tomorrow morning. Current temperatures are in the middle 20s here, but actually a little colder out to the west where skies are clearing for a little bit. Notice now to 9 degrees in Decorah, Iowa, 17 in Viroqua, whereas Madison's still at 25. Look for mostly cloudy skies this evening. Temperatures dropping into the upper teens, but again, alert day in the forecast for Saturday for 1 to 5 inches of snowfall.
And the CBS Evening News, of course, is next. Charlotte rejoins us next hour. News 3 now at 6. Stay tuned.